Legion, it's Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Civilization 6 Rise and Fall in our Glory of Rome 2 series. We are now in the... what era are we in? Information era, I think. Maybe, perhaps. We're definitely technologically in the information era. I think the world is in the atomic era. Yes, we're in the atomic era. But we, as Rome, are definitely an information era civilization. We're in the final stretch of things. We're done with the civics tree, with the exception maybe of a few leaf technologies, which, yes, we do have a few that we haven't finished yet. And of course, we are working on the final techs in the game. We are steamrolling toward a probable culture victory that we won't be able to control much. And as a matter of fact, I probably don't want to worry too much about trying to control it, just given that we've got Gathering Storm out. As a matter of fact, by the time you're watching this, there might already be a Gathering Storm video on the channel or coming very soon to the channel. So, yeah, more important things to do, for sure. We have, we're moving into turn 211 now, and a new barbarian encampment just popped up somewhere. That might have been the one that it was just signaling.
Is a universe of the imagination, a place of magic and enchantment, beauty and romance. Its many worlds vibrate with graceful dances, glorious music, and sumptuous costumes.
Okay, so we have a new world wonder, which will help us in the culture game that I was just mentioning.
Communication is the illusion that it has taken place.
Ha!
I never
Indeed.
think of the future. It comes soon enough.
Alright, so Future Civic has just given us the possibility of changing policies. I don't believe I actually need to do that. We could do market economy, which would mean international trade routes provide +1 gold per luxury and strategic resource improved at the destination, as well as +2 culture and +2 science, just period. But I would lose a lot of the production I'm getting from e-commerce at the moment, which just makes me sad to think about, so I'm not going to worry about that.
It's class warfare, all right, but it's my class, the rich class, that's making war. And we're winning.
Okay. So we've unlocked a new government type, but it's mainly the policy cards I was after. The extra campus and industrial zone adjacency bonuses are really quite nice. But are they nice enough to consider? See, it's gunboat diplomacy that I would maybe, just maybe, do away with. But I like open borders with all city-states too much right now. That's just too handy of a thing. So this battleship is going to have extra combat strength. Let's give you extra combat strength versus naval defenses. This rocket artillery army is going to have additional range, just like his buddy. Speaking of his buddy, we're going to fire on these guys so they don't damage my rocket artillery. We're thoroughly enjoying fending off China's aggression in this area. We just annihilated one of their cities. And now, as a matter of fact, since we've done that, we could technically make peace with him. Let's see what kind of desperate deal he offers us next. And we'll consider that strongly. Alright. Let's move towards... Yeah, let's just go towards Future Civic. I don't think we need to do that Leaf Civic. I do have enough to buy that builder I've been looking at. And as a matter of fact, I could buy it in Rome, and there are some unimproved tiles around the capital that would be handy. But it's Setia, I think, that really needs that builder. There's a lot to be done up there. Let's go for the stadium down in Mitylene. We do have a kind of redundant entertainment complex. I talked about that in the last episode. It's going up, and that's just the way that life is at the moment. I want to go ahead and do a nuclear submarine fleet in Setia. And then we'll have the zoo in Muscat. Still trying to think about my amenities as much as I can. We're going to buy a shrine here, just get that done. Work on the temple. And then let's do a broadcast center there in Pasargadae. Extra tourism from great works of art, music, and writing in this city, which currently you are in Chennai. Chennai, I don't think has a very much in that arena, but they might if I were to be persistent. Right, yeah, we have 3 settlers heading out towards the New World, escorted by a battleship. There we go. So we are continuing to get rid of great works in that particular area of the world, as we have been for a while. This debater really needs to find another religious unit to kill, but right now we don't have one. So we're going to leave them to stay put. Alright, so this ace driver can neutralize a governor in Akhetaten. Let's go ahead and do that. And we're going to continue trying to mess around with Egypt. But the thing is, Egypt might just need to be taken down the old-fashioned way, which I could consider doing this episode. Matter of fact, why don't we go ahead and get ready for that, shall we? Let's see, we have a mechanized infantry that needs to be combined there. This will happen very, very quickly. So it's just a matter of needing to have all of my units upgraded, which I've got plenty of upgraded units already. But it would be nice just to annihilate Cleopatra once and for all. And to do so in a relatively rapid fell swoop. Okay, this isn't going to take long. This is so satisfying. Alright. So this guy is going to be a Spec Ops unit at some point. You just need to trade with this Roman city here. Very good. Alright, Modern Armor Army, you are going to come up here because, again, we're going to be steamrolling through this territory before long. Yeah, I guess I can go ahead and start promoting some of you guys. We're going to need lots and lots of gold. Like, copious amounts. Because we've been positioned to go to war with Nubia, but the thing is, we're in the lead now. I don't feel as threatened. Like, the whole reason I have these units down here is that we were worried that Nubia might win if I didn't go to war with her, but that situation has changed. Nubia is no longer, like, far and away the eminent victor. We are. So I don't need to have those units necessarily on her border, and I can just mess around with Cleo because I hate Cleo's face. And, because I hate Cleo's face, I can use tanks to change the shape of Cleo's face. That's kind of the plan. 71 gold per turn for 30 turns and turtles. Alright, fine. We finally made peace with China. Finally. So now the rest of the world can hate us for destroying Egypt, which is not going to take long at all. At all. Holy crap, it's going to be fast. The citizens of Athens are the first to discover that the only thing better than living in Athens is living in a slightly cleaner place outside of it. Neighborhood district. Alright, so let's get rid of some of these notifications, shall we? Okay, Pergamon's finished with their builder. Broadcast center is probably a good idea. Research lab also a good idea. Let's work on that research lab. Yes, and then we can do a shopping mall for extra tourism. Let's do that. It's Athens. And then... See, I'm not going to spend any gold right now on anything other than upgrades. That would seem strange. So we're going to just work on the lighthouse in Agra. We will work on the seaport in Chennai. And then, yeah, same thing here. Let's do the research lab in Sparta. And then the, seaport in Bad Tabira is fine. We are almost in position now. I had a... Yeah, you guys need to come up here. I'm going to put... Yeah, you guys are going to be together. Okay, so now we've got a little trio. We've got a supply convoy, a great general, and that is... Actually, that's an information era unit, so Marina, you're actually not helping me that much. Yeah, you're definitely not helping anymore. Let's go ahead and just retire her. I mean, she's helping in terms of, like, a combat boost. Or no, actually she's not. She's only boosting units of a certain era. So no, she wasn't helping at all. And I don't feel bad about getting rid of her. in the slightest. Hey, Cleo. Are you getting nervous? Because you should be getting nervous. Just a subtle suggestion about how you should be using your emotional resources. Shallow water tiles you own provide +1 production, additional 1 when you reach the industrial era. So we just became the ruler of Auckland, and Auckland is down here. And it seems like, wow, there's still more to be explored down here. There's a goodie hut that hasn't been found. So there's more to be colonized that just hasn't been worked with. We haven't really taken advantage because we spent so much time in early warfare. We haven't really done as much as we could. Hang on. Yeah, there we go. We haven't done as much as we could to explore the world. All right, we're going to bring these two artillery into position. And I think starting next turn, we're just going to go to war with Egypt. Because I don't need to have some hugely prepared front line. These units are going to absolutely annihilate her. It's going to be an embarrassment. And I'm kind of looking forward to it, to tell you the truth. I need to steal some great works back from her as well. I mean, I'll steal them regardless by taking the cities, but I kind of want to kill two birds with one stone. Hello. That's rude. That's the city that's the tile that I was going to found my city on, though, so that's okay. As I said, rude. Alright, so we've got a city on that tile. And also rude. Oh wait, that's right, we're not at war with China anymore. I was ready to just annihilate him for no good reason. Like I said, we're not going to use gold for anything other than unit upgrades at the moment, speaking of which I have some additional ones to do I not? Yes, modern anti-tank. Helicopter. Modern anti-tank, alright, and there's a few more. But we'll get there. This helicopter needs to come up and say hello. Oh, these barbarians, they're just gonna die. There's no other solution for them. They're gonna be gone. They're gonna be gone. That's the end of that. Alright, let's skip that scout's turn. That trade route is going into position. Yatsushi Kingyo is done at long last. We finally finished those great people. And then you, I believe, were coming around to help this very settler go somewhere. So, let's see, the nuclear submarine has how much in terms of movement? 2 or 3? 4. Yeah. Let's go ahead and bring you back, because you'll ultimately be able to move around faster. I know I'm going to keep a settler away from the New World for a bit. It's okay. You're worse than Brutus and Cassius combined. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Well, guess what? I am a warmonger, and you're about to have some warmongered on your face. So, just get ready for it, Cleo. I really don't like her. I never have. Whenever she does her little dramatic, you don't have a big enough army, you're not worthy of my love, I'm just like,
I would say
I'm gonna have an army at some point.
Sort of a fun power to have, just to see what it was like to move through the world and not be looked at.
I'm gonna have an army at some point, and I'm gonna use it to wipe that smirk off your face. So let's see, we have a spy here that can fabricate scandals of 2 levels more experience is nice. Foment Unrest is also something we haven't messed with. That's something that we could have done if there had been less loyalty, you know, flipping going on here, or at least attempts at loyalty flipping. Let's go with Fabricate Scandal, because you could potentially, I can send them to city-states and, you know, gain city-state loyalty as a result. Well, not really. It's lower the loyalty of the city-state to other powers. Let's put it that way. We could do the Manhattan Project in Aratium. or we can do a spaceport in Arretium. And we need to do one in Arretium because we have Pingala there with a bonus that will help with that in Arretium. Let's go for a zoo in Patna. And Baktree can do what exactly? A whole lot of nothing. That's really just not a good city location. What was Cyrus thinking? That was one of Cyrus's cities, right? What was he doing when he put a city there? Like, hey, I'm going to give Rome a city they're going to conquer later, and they're going to hate the fact that it's where it's sitting on the map. That's the reason I'm founding this city, because I know I'm going to die, and then Rome, Hadrian, is going to be playing and turn 213 at 9:24 a.m. on February, what's today, that I'm recording this? February 3rd, and he's going to be really mad. That's a great reason to found this city. That's what Cyrus was thinking. And I have to say, fair play to you, sir. Alright, let's go for a factory there. Seriously, why would you put a city there? It's not a good location. You're like, I need another city, I'm going to put one here where it doesn't make sense. Okay, Cyrus. You keep telling yourself that. Alright, so we've got a Spec Ops unit now in Lugdunum, which is nice. We can gain some sources in Seoul. We still have the potential to just wash over this territory like a great tide. It's going to be pretty fun. But I do, before I declare war, I do want to make sure that my units, that my artillery are in position, at the very least. Or at least one of my artillery are in position. So we're going to wait one more turn, just so that we can definitely take a city in the next turn. Like, I want that to happen. Now let's have a look around and see what else we need to do. This modern armor, what can you do? Oh yeah, you can come up here. Hang on. Excellent, 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 excellent. Alright, there's that. I don't know why my brain misfired on those words. It's like, excellent? Maybe? Maybe excellent? Maybe kind of excellent? I don't know. Alright, there's that. Yeah, all of you skip your turn for now. I don't have anything for you to do, but I will very soon. And it's wiping that smirk off of Cleo's face, which you've been waiting to do for the entire game. Thank you for your patience. I'm speaking to both my army and to my viewers. Which, since I call my viewers the Legion, it's kind of the same thing. Only not. Okay. Great work heist in Rakadet. Seems like a plan. Let's go ahead and work on that. This destroyer doesn't have much to do at present. Alright, so this barbarian encampment is about to die. Okay, no longer a threat. And now we can start heading out this direction with the submarine. Now this submarine again needs to be promoted as well, so I might as well give them an order to go back to Brundisium. And this battleship is going to continue to sail along this edge. The ice, of course, is not much of a factor right now, but in Gathering Storm, very, very different situation. Okay. We're almost at the end of this episode, but with the time that I've got left, that's rude. With the time that I've got left, I'm going to declare on Cleopatra we're going to take the Colosseum back. It's going to be fun.
You can never plan the future by the past.
Alright, so that's just the future civic. Yep, factory in Rome. Looks like Rome has a little bit of a growth issue. I'm not hugely surprised by that. Let's do a broadcast center in Mediolanum, amphitheater in Cumae, and then Mycenae. Hey, what can I do here? Well, let's just do a broadcast center. We're steamrolling towards a culture victory. How close are we at this point? We're almost halfway there, and I think picking up more and more speed the farther we go along. Let's buy the Daramare here and have that done. Now, Halicarnassus, we could build... There's a couple of good spots for an industrial district. And this one would actually help Rome, so let's do that. I'm going to repair the outer defenses in We are going to just buy a builder in Duracortorum. And then we will work on an additional trader, perhaps. Actually, no, we won't. We'll work on a harbor district in Duracortorum. Alright, I think it's time to declare war on Cleopatra. Alright, so Medius, that's right. We've had you counter-spying in our government plaza. I've said that's right so many times every time he's come back. That's up. Medius, you exist. I remember you. And then we give him a mission and we forget about him for another 10 turns. I don't feel like a bad person. Alright, Cleo. Oh, my alliances have expired. Hang on. Declare friendship. Oh! Sparta doesn't need my friendship. Interesting. Well, Rome's going to go it alone then. So we have lots of trade routes that aren't necessarily benefiting me as much anymore. Yeah, you can see our science per turn has dropped precipitously. But that's okay. Let's declare a colonial war on Egypt. She's just staring at me incredulously. The game's got to calculate for a second. Oh, he wants to declare a war when there's this much going on in the endgame? I have to actually use CPU for this. Osiris will be pleased to welcome my enemies. You say that. You say that, Cleo. But do you realize what's about to happen? I don't think you do. So let me clue you in. Okay, Colosseum's ours. We're going to repair the monument in Akhetaten. Spy has fled the city of Akhetaten. We have increased our trade route capacity. We have a new governor title. We can go ahead and let's work towards Reina and give her that tourism bonus. We might move Reina to a place where that can really be taken advantage of. Meanwhile, we can annihilate some of these other units in the area very, very quickly and easily. I can actually attack Shadette this turn. Didn't see that coming. Hang on, where's that other artillery unit? Over here? Let's go ahead and move you that direction so that I can use you towards that very end in the coming turns. I want to make sure that all of my units are mobilized and part of this fight. I think I have some that were, yeah, like chilling over here. And we don't want to have you chilling over here. We want to have you actually involved in the fighting. Yeah, we have a modern army unit there. Okay, I think we're good. And now that we have taken back the Colosseum, we've at least achieved that symbolic victory for Rome. I'm going to stop this one here. The only thing about annihilating another civilization at this point is that it reduces our likelihood at a rapid culture victory. The fewer other civilizations there are in play, the harder it is to obtain a culture victory. So I've been talking about doing a runaway culture victory. We might, in fact, do a runaway science victory. You never know. But we still haven't even launched the Earth satellite yet because we're still building our first spaceports. I think once these spaceports are up, it'll be a different kind of game that we're playing. But for now, I'll stop this one here. The next one we're going to finish. We're probably going to take almost all of this, if not all of it, in one episode. That'll be fun to watch, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out every other day at 7 a.m. U.S. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.